Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another stream. Today we are going to be moving on with our grind. Unfortunately, been more busy the last few days and not really comfortable. The gap between me and first is eight legends, and the gap between me and third, Silvioshi right here, who has a YouTube channel by the way, is 7 legend max. Less than that because he's at 80 points and I'm only at 20. So we have to keep going. We have to keep raging on. And only forward, never backwards. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's rough. It's rough, really. The grind is rough. But nothing much you can do but keep trying, I guess. Nothing much we can do here. Hey, how's it going, Steph Swag? First, thank you so much for swinging by. Go check out Steph Swag for some dance content if you're interested. Does K-pop, but also other types of dances as well. Alright. Chris, best way to fight against Revengers early aggro. I think a general rule of thumb for most Limber Break era decks is they don't like, or Break Ride decks is they don't like being put at 4 early before the Break Ride turn. And this is especially the case for Revengers. One out they have is Weed with Limber Break 4, retire 1, crit +1, right? So I think overall try to play aggressively. Try to put them to 4 on their grade 2 turn or their early grade 3 turn. And filter through your deck, have your PGs ready to go, maybe mulligan for them. And be cautious of their retire patterns. Like they can always Break Ride Superior, call Blaster Dark and retire. And always call one, even if they only have 1 counter blast, they can flip it with the Reent. So it's a hard matchup. Revenger is a really strong deck for a reason, right? So if you lose, don't mind it. It's just how it is. But yeah, another way is well, you keep them at check, keep them at 3 until you have your combo pieces all ready to go and go blast them. Revenger can filter really well, can expand their board really well, but their only draw is through the main and raging form plays. So if they just don't draw into PGs and you just blast them, well, they can't really do much about it, right? Same as Erans, a lot of these Break Ride combo decks are susceptible to early aggro or lack of PGs and they just die from a combo themselves. So Raphael, pretty much Break Ride with opponent on 4 and Break Ride with opponent on 3 is a huge difference to Revengers. Yeah, definitely. If your opponent's Revengers, right, and you're only at 3, well, that means they have to retire 1 extra thing or deal 1 extra damage. And every single damage you have to deal is extra RNG, right? So Chris, what rank should be enough for top 1k? Not familiar with the territory, unfortunately. Probably legend 15-ish, from what I've heard. But yeah. Top 1k. Top 3k is around legend 10, 15-ish. Top 1k maybe legend 15 to 20-ish. Honestly, not too sure. What I can say is, generally speaking, legend 25 is around top 500. Legend 28-ish, 25 to 30 is top 500. So I'd say at least legend 20 would be comfortable. Probably. Ooh, the Dark Lord of the Abyss. So honestly, I've been playing really poorly the last few days. Hopefully I can rebound and play better like the first few days, but I'm just really out of it. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. One more thing is the tech stuff isn't really working out for me too. Like we're supposed to our goal. Where's our goal? Subscriber goal here. And the goal. What does this say? What is wrong with this? Alright, perfect. Juan, hey, how's it going? How's it going, Filet, as well? Hope everything is well. My grind is not doing so well. We only have a 7 legend rank lead to Silver Yoshi here, number 3, and we are 8 legends down from Absolute. So absolutely going pretty poorly. Not been feeling really good lately. Maybe I'm just fatigued from the grinding and everything, but definitely playing poorly. And life isn't any easier recently. I'm sure everyone is facing their own troubles as well. So yeah, I feel like Ren over here, just dangling on a thread of hope, or whatever last ounce of energy. Filet, finally got my legendary champion title. Congratulations! Congratulations. That's first of all, it's really amazing. That's a lot of packs that you've worked into. So congratulations, good effort. And yeah, pretty good. A lot of people say like, oh yeah, you know, Champions Tournament, you know, stuff like that doesn't matter. Well, I agree to an extent because it is the same pool as ranked, right? But what it means is you have to at least be good enough to actually maintain a 5-win streak under pressure. And that isn't the easiest thing, right? That definitely isn't the easiest thing. So, congratulations. It's not easy. It's definitely a great feat. Even I whiffed out. I played one Champions Tournament today, just because I wanted at least the entry pack, but I didn't want to spend too much time because the grind is more important to me. I only won one game. I scrubbed out. Alright, we're just gonna Raging Form play. Dante, how do you go against Dark Railers if you stall to 3 to Soul Charge? What do you mean by stall to 3 to Soul Charge? If you stall to 3 to Soul Charge, what does that mean? Marv, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Good luck on your grind as well. Want to save the Dorint Polar Javelin, because if we need it next turn while we can, And I want to primarily retire the back row, right? For the Raging play. Don't want to waste that last Doreen that I have available, that I don't need to search for. Black Manju, Chows, are you after the championship this season? Yes, I want my invite. That's why we're trying so hard. Ek, still getting wins with the Pirates. Yar. Yeah, indeed. Very good. Black Manju, Remerge, I can still do the BBR plus Doreen combo BDR. Yeah, but I don't have anything I want to retire. And we are officially clan level 50 with Shadow Paladins. So, it took me long enough since, honestly, I really played a lot of the PBD PBO variant, but yes, haven't been playing really aggressively like now. Get Dante, play decks that don't rely on 4th damage to pop off or self-ping to 6 damage or heal 6 damage heal. Definitely all are solutions. But against DIs, I just like to rush them. You will notice that they have Ragi and they have a lot of crit, right? But they can only do that later on into the game. They have to play out a lot of resources in order to actually funnel their soul, right? Even if it's like Amon followers, they need to play it out to actually get the soul charge too, which means that later on the game, because they don't actually plus, right? They don't draw cards. They're weaker in that regard. Yo Ryan, how's it going? I'm not doing so well, but hope you are doing better than me. Jabong, hello. Andrew, hey Entropy, do you need get the deck are a good way of getting some low grade cards? What do you mean by get the deck? Do you mean the trial deck? Let me know. Do you mean the trial deck? Dante, I went against a player who kept me at 3 damage the entire game and countercharged to 15, soul charged to 15 until he activated a skill which allowed him to get 3 crit. Yeah, I mean, preferably, if you find yourself really challenged against DIs, play clans like Kagero or Spike Brothers that guarantee yourself into a PG. Guarantee yourself an extra turn against that combo. But overall, you know, positively speaking, if they don't get Ragi, the DIs are basically dead, right? So, Entropy, 2nd place not good enough. Me, I'm at 822nd. I'm 822nd. I'm good with that. That is I mean, it's all a matter of perspective, right? It's I definitely do think that playing casually and enjoying the game is much healthier than feeling like you have to kill yourself doing this. So, kill me, please. Dante, that's the whole point of Ragi. Yes, Andrew, the trial decks are not worth it. When they came out, I made a video about it, roughly talking about the contents and why they're bad. If you have the money, right, you should just spend it on like triple rare guarantee packs or like just big, like those Sentinel bundles to get your collection started. Stuff like that is probably more value for money. And look out for the events, you know, like seasonal events. You have stuff like the Chinese, the Happy New Year event and post-melon culture. Apologies, but stuff like that. Usually they have good deals. I don't spend any money, so I'm not too familiar. Like I won't I didn't do the math and pinpoint like, oh, you should do this bundle first and then this bundle and then this. Didn't really bother with that. But if this is something that you're interested in and enough people are asking for it, I could. But yeah, so far just trial deck's bad is the answer you want. Ryan, do you think in the next set Dragon Ruler Phantom is going to make Shadows even better? I watched one of your videos, won the top 5 future broken cards and thought they were interesting. I mean, definitely, I think they will have a deck revolve around Dragon Ruler Phantom. Like, the Zero version is not nerfed from the TCG, which I was like, what the hell? What the hell? In the new set, in set 17, Shadows will get access to, no, at least in the TCG, Shadows have more access to cheaper Superior Calls, which makes it even more ridiculous. So for those who do not know what is up, let me just here. Dragula Phantom, Limber Break 4, kind of +1, retire 2 Revengers, get +10 until end of turn. If your opponent's 4 damage or less, deal 1 damage, which means that if your opponent is at 4, you can still do it, and push them to 5. And a cross ride with Mordred. You'll also have a really busted starter. Oops, I'm watching my own stream right here, so I can actually follow your chat. The one on Streamlabs is a bit delayed, so that's what I'm working on. Seems pretty good to me, you know? You can put yourself to 4. Well, if your opponent put you to 4, well, you break ride, you expand your pieces, you build up your board of units that actually get power whenever you superior call, you cheap superior call, you sack, deal damage. Put your opponent to 5 from 3, so you count +1, +10, deal 1 damage, count +1, +10, deal 1 damage. So your Vanguard's at 33, 43 actually with the break ride. Your rearguards will be really, really big. They can definitely hit 5th damage, hit over 2 damage triggers at least. Play stands if you can. I remember the TCG I used to play stands, and just go big or go home. Big moves. Your opponent doesn't even get their break ride turn until they're already at 5 and they have to throw away few PGs. Seems pretty crazy to me. But is that better than Raging Form? Who knows? Who knows? Or if you well the game and want to flex the SP starter, definitely you can flex an SP starter. Primarily, Conroe is going to be very premium starter for the entire lifespan of this game, until you can't play it in like V if they introduce V or something. But Conroe's going to stick with you. Barkle, no. The others, But generally speaking, if you have to buy, probably recommend the Kagero one or the Royal Paladin one, because Ganslot is still very good and you will probably play it for a very long time. So if you really, really, really want to buy one, then that's my suggestion. But overall, my suggestion is don't buy one. But if you have the money, well, go for Kagero or Royals is my answer. Or go with the clan that you prefer. But overall, the OTT one and Novus one, horse garbage. Just go buy yourself a drink or food. Is I think what I said. Kartataku was like, yeah, that's pretty funny. But I'm just being honest. Just might as well just go get something of value. And then OTT and Novas, no. Drag Ruler require building the deck differently, and good thing because every Revenger looks exactly the same. Yeah, like people who say like you'll just splash 4 Drag Ruler into your build, while I'd say is a possibility, I don't think that would be a Drag Ruler build. It'd still be the Raging Form build with Drag Ruler splashed. But I think the Drag Ruler pure build is definitely, well, it seems to be more fun to me. I really enjoyed it in the TCG, so. Anthony Eck, I believe trail decks are worthy if you want to get 4 Overlords and you are new. I suppose that is true, but there are so many platforms of getting Overlord. You have the V medals, which if you just buy gems and open packs, you will get access to. Ooh, it's Luard! You have the tournament coupon. So you have a lot of avenues. To get Overlords, but that is true. If you want to jumpstart and you want to guarantee yourself Overlords and certain cards, then you can consider the trial decks. How's it going, Nathan? Glad to see you around, man. Heck, Dragler was the first TCG deck where there was a legit argument for not running crits. Stacks! Ha! A man who understands culture, I see. Anthony, I might run 1 copy of Mordred Crossride. Yeah, maybe it's a 1 of, maybe it's a 4 of instead of DRM Weed. We'll see. Faustina, how's it going? Heck, the only SP I flex is the 4 SPGs for Dinos and Pyrex. Oh man, those are spicy. Come on, Mordred, please. Every single time I use this when I'm raging in my hand, it's always Diarmid that gets added to hand. And it feels bad. Right, true. Well, they often buff cards from what they are in the story mode, so we will see definitely whether it's a buff or nerf. They definitely get changed from time to time. I flexed full SP Silverthorn deck minus starters, so 97.5% complete. It's a shame that they don't give you a way to access SP starters. Just sucks. Like, even if it just costs crafting material, like, I would like that. So people could just play pure SP decks, right? Black Manchu, honestly, it doesn't look that impressive since it can only deal 2 damage like other boss monsters, since you can't really guard in 0 anyways. Yeah, that is fair. But it's a pseudo multi-attacker, right? Because you don't need to actually swing with the rear to actually deal that damage, so. Retire the Conroe, so if they go into the end, they will need to commit another booster. No way to search for guaranteed PG anymore, which makes them in late game a lot more comfortable. And calling out the Turtu because, well, if our opponent goes for the Great 3 ride, right, with the strike in, they need to call out 2 other units in order to actually hit face with the crit. If not, then they just lost a lot of tempo. The end. Fillet, is the rebirth skill out yet? Yes, it is. It's not officially out. It's not officially out. Let me show you what. It's pretty bad. Can you see? Rebirth, Karma's 1, lock rebirth until we have 5 lock cards to get plus 10. And the ability, Vanguard once per turn, discard 2 to stand this unit and draw 2. So, pretty meh, because you need to lock a full board before you get to attack. So yeah, even DF is like, well, I'm working on Nouveau Vague instead because Rebirth in the story is trash. Well, look at that, 2 PGs. Yay. Calling out double the rate because our opponent still can retire. SPs look pretty, but places of important triple rares look nicer, definitely. Like normally I disrupt NT PGs I get because I'm not sure I have crafting mats. But I meant to show you with the double rare mats, so I made the exception for that one time, definitely. Ryan, reverse skill is still the same, sadly, in story mode, but I refuse to believe they're gonna leave it like that. I agree. I think it's trash if they leave it like this. It would be an insult to the Overlord archetype. All the story mode cards are left untouched from the CCG version. Then they get buffed in the actual release, or changed. You know, some cards did get nerfed. So, but yes, I agree. Anthony is kind of okay. It's not like it's going to be run 4 copies of. I still believe if your opponent doesn't have hand, it's more value to just push to 5 and crit. Anthony, dealing damage with swing is much better in some sense if the free damage doesn't proc 5k power. Yeah, I would definitely run 4 more powerful. Yeah. In fact, Black Manju. In fact, Raging 4 can twin drive 1 more time, so I argue that Raging is better if they don't buff Drag Ruler. But, yeah. One of the pros of Drag Ruler is that you get to resound 1 more time. One of the cons is that it needs a persona. And it needs to retire during battle phase, so... not using it because we drew into something really good. Anthony, if the rebirth has lock 3, discard 3, gain 10, and 2 rearguards, gain plus 5k, and I can reach 5,000k, that's a lot. Plus 5k, I think it's more reasonable. Can restand 2 times, then it would be a broken buff. It's a lot of changes. So one thing I like about Game Studio's treatment is that they kind of retain the core of the cards. But if they make too many changes, it's kind of tough. But overall, the idea is you lock your allies, and you're the only one out there, right? So I feel like the change would be something like on attack, lock 5, lock until you have 5, and if you do, then you do things. So that way, you still get your rearguard swings, but you still have the lock 5 kind of idea. Of course, it doesn't penalize you like how it's supposed to, but that's how I see it. And it makes a little bit more sense in terms of the power scaling. Ranked up. Yo, I don't know why when I stream I'm just play a lot better. Is it because I'm not distracted? You're already at 2 million VP. Kill me, please. This is day what? Day 6? By the way, everyone who is in the on stream right now, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button, help me out here. Yeah. Yo, these sleeves are spicy, right? Like, I missed out on this, and I regret it. Because back then I actually had a job, and I'm jobbing on ladder bad, so couldn't really do it. Jabong, I can agree with that. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you gotta buff them up, right? Don't insult the Overlord clan. Dislike. All right, let me know. What would you prefer? Lim, why you block your hand? Because people can stream snipe. Lim. Like right now I get a lot of messages which is like, oh GG, I just played you, and I'm like, you know, I don't know. Well, I don't know if you're not going on my stream and knowing how many PGs I have and then playing around that. So yeah. Anthony, or it could be lock 5, discard 3, retire 2, and can resend 2 times plus break by resend. That would be so powerful. Definitely sounds pretty. Sounds like it does a lot. It does a lot. I still haven't gotten the Leopard reverse sleeves. Really baffling reason Gigarex is the level 40 sleeves for dinos. Definitely, it's kind of weird. Even though like the unit behind the Izaki was Ancient Dragons, right? So for even more inexplicable reason, Gigarex was the one given the 11k treatment. I don't even know why this card was a double rare. I don't even know. was a triple rare in the TCG. Yeah, it was like what, set 2, set 3, but it was bad. Like it was really bad. To be fair, a lot of really bad cards were like triple rares back then as well, right? Right, stuff like that Dark Irregulars, whatever, the Garbo BTO5 card. Like you had reprints as soon as set 1 came out. Like you had triple rare Blaster Blade, triple rare Overlord, because of course it's set 1. They need to, you know, just because. What is this? Wait, look at this. What is this? What is this? Triple rare card? Wait, sorry. And this is one of the hypest sets, right? BTO5. This is a triple rare. Miracle Beauty. This is a triple rare. What is this garbage? What is this garbage? Thankfully, they put it to rares, I believe, where they rightfully belong in Vanguard 0. Dinos were memed over the fact that Gigarex was their only triple rare up until Giera. I mean, positively, it means that your build is cheap, right? Is that positive? Ryan, Liberators just keep getting better. Next set, they're most likely getting Monarch, which is going to put them ahead in Tier 1. Definitely a very strong card. Even right now, they seem quite strong with even just Zenith. So, Black Manju, you need 3 decks to enter the championship. If so, what would you bring? I mean, it's not right now. It's like what, in June, or like after that. So that's like what, set 17 meta. I can't even say. We don't even know about set 17 in JP. Who knows what kind of changes they'll make to bring to global too, right? So right now, I mean, without any knowledge of set 17, if I had to bring decks, I'd probably bring something like Revengers, bring Golds, Kagero, I suppose. Anthony, because the Rebirth for being a decent option, he needs to pass among the intercepts for being valuable enough to replace the end or Novel. Yep. Dragon in it. Is Legion coming to 0? Yes, it will be. Hello, Voidbuster. How's it going? What about Generation Stride? That's at least set 20. Probably set 22-ish. 21, 22-ish. Something like that. Since we have, well, BT16, BT17, we have the 2 extra boosters, we have the movie booster, which probably will be merged together-ish. So that's around 3 to 4 sets of Legion, roughly speaking. Ryan, for Rebirth to replace Novo the End, it needs to not only negate intercepts but also get a crit where it stands. It's yeah, what can I say? The current build is really strong. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We have 4 triggers in a 12 card deck, and you're telling me we can't hit one? Ryan, I've heard some rumors that the game will end after Legion. I mean, where did you hear that? I'm interested to see. I mean, it's what I will say is that I think it's pretty ridiculous to see Stride being imported into Zero. I think it's a bit ridiculous, like the power scaling. But it's a money-making machine, right? They already have a base game already here. What will they do with it? Who knows? What if they finish Zero and go like Cardfight Online is back? Yo! That'd be pretty hype, right? What about your like the new layout with comments here? Yeah, it looks better. Game Studios, thank you for your support. Yeah. Sounds right, my friend. Sounds about right. Black Manager, will they add custom cards though? Custom cards, probably not, right? Why would they add custom cards? Anthony, basically the Rebirth needs to be a Descendant. Basically, right? It needs to be a Descendant level card. What the? Black Manchu, 1 year in and we're already finished the longest arc. Yeah, they kind of shot themselves in the foot like that. I don't know how sustainable Vanguard Zero is. Feels really short-term minded. Nathan, I've been maintaining top 28 for most of the season, but yesterday needed a break to avoid burnout, so now I need to catch up. Definitely the same here. Yesterday, today, I'm kind of busy, so. Definitely a really crazy season, you know. Definitely so crazy. I can't even fathom. We still have 9 more days of this ladder season. Sigh. Sigh. Like, everyone's playing so well. Like, I tune into Korag sometimes, he's like, yo, pew! Right, he went from like not listed to like top, like what? At least top 50 right now? At least top 50, right? He's like legend 40 something, almost 50. So that's I wish I could maintain that kind of like hot streak. And he's playing like random stuff, right? He's playing OTT, he's playing Great Nature, stuff like that. That isn't necessarily like meta. Quotation, since really meta is not necessarily the strongest deck, but you know how you perceive it, right? Black Manju, custom cards equals unique cards when they are done with set release. At this point, we might not have a second anniversary. That is a interesting idea. I want to bring attention to this card. Who is this player, by the way? Parrot King. Very cool to see Grambler level 50. See that, eh? Murata is an interesting kind of I think it's a test subject to like see how people feel about bringing like future cards in and inserting it accordingly to their own design. Like, because Murata, it's a recent card, right? We're definitely far off from the Break Ride era, so I think it's interesting to see them try that. And honestly, if they do that, it makes it so much more refreshing. Right? They don't need to bring everything that's OP or anything. They don't necessarily have to follow a timeline or set release. They can just mix and match sets according to their own design based on Zero, because Zero is not the TCG. Still Vanguard, but not the TCG. And if they can do that, I will have so much more respect to their team. Anthony is kind of weird because Duel Links never stopped adding things actually. Yeah, definitely, but I mean Yu-Gi-Oh has a lot of sets, right? It's a long history. Much longer than Vanguard. How many years has Yu-Gi-Oh Yu-Gi-Oh came out since 1999. Vanguard was like 2010-ish, right? So they have an additional 10 years of content. And yeah, Black Manchu, because I heard the Legion arc is really short, definitely. Anthony, Legion is 5 sets. I mean, where'd you hear that? I'd love to, you know, find a source that confirms that. But I don't think it's actually just gonna be like 2 sets just because it's 2 actual boosters in the TCG. I think it's definitely more than that. Hey, how's it going, Wayne? Not doing so good. Pretty bad mood today. Meh, over 20 years? Yeah, exactly. Vanguard's like, what, 10 years? Raphael, yeah, if they actually investigate how Zero's mechanics are different and made Zero exclusive cards, it would be so good. Exactly, right? It would be insane. And I mean, they're making these minor changes, right? Like they're choosing which cards to actually, you know, change skills around, buff, nerf, whatever, or not introduce yet, or introduce earlier. And I think this is really, really good. This shows that they have initiative, and they actually have a competent design team. Meh, 1993, they celebrated the 10,000th card not so long ago. One gripe I have with Yu-Gi-Oh, which actually is a positive, is that a lot of cards, you know, from like even 20 years ago still see play today. Of course, I'm not really familiar with the metagame now, but let's say like 1999, around 2000-ish, they released something like Heavy Storm, for example. Heavy Storm, a really iconic card, right? Destroy all spells and trap cards on the board. That card still played. Well, when I played Yu-Gi-Oh, like 7 years ago, right? So a lot of iconic cards, you know. I don't know, Mirror Force, is that still played? So it's like stuff like Solemn Judgment, you know, you probably, I mean, I'd expect you to still see that right now. So. Anthony, or they could do like Konami did, creating cards for TCG that were designed for being in Duel Links and then putting them later. Really cool. Another PG, of course. Meh, 1993, that's the Eternal format. I mean, you can argue that like, oh, premium, that's like, you know, you still have cards that are key. But, yeah, I guess that is just how it is. Anthony, actually so many old cards or evolved or were unbanned because of the new format. Really? Nathan, Judgment is still played, Mirror Force not so much. I see. I mean, Judgment is just pretty much necessary. I mean, right now it's like what? You guys are talking about hand traps? Remember hand traps were kind of like a thing when I was still playing, like discard each time your opponent special summons, draw a card. But now it's just like negate, right? Or like effect Veiler and stuff like that. Is that still relevant? Am I too old for this conversation? Raphael, Judgment Speed 3, Omni Negate, pretty good install decks. Pretty good. It sounds pretty good to me. Alright, come on, we still have 3 heals. Can we see 1? Can we? Can we please? Oh, Nathan, Max C is banned. I see. Raphael, but for combo decks that just want to blow out, turn 1 they don't bother. I see, I see. Valor is played. Valor comes back from time to time depending on the meta. Yeah, I mean, these cards are like always going to be good, right? Like there's no way these cards are going to be bad. I think we lost again. GGWP. Ugh. Stuck on ladder. Yeah. Anthony, because you need to start your opponent's combo instead of destroying them. I mean, ever since I stopped playing, I stopped playing near the end of Exceed, beginning of Pendulum. I just wasn't interested in Pendulum. And since then, like the actual board has changed so many times, right? Like you know, shared special summon zones. Don't even know what's going on, honestly. Meh, are you familiar with Cyber Angels? No, I am not. What is Cyber Angels? Ritual deck. From GX? In Arc 5? Is it when they travel to GX World or something? Raphael, oh no, Valor only negates field effects, so for graveyard effect meta, the graveyard equivalent of banish equivalent is played as well. What the hell? What is going on? Black Man Shoot, Yugi is too fast now, just do your own thing ASAP. I can't enjoy it, at least PvP wise. Yeah, not for everyone. Miggy, how's it going? Good luck with the grinding, hope you get first. I don't think it's really possible right now, just to be honest. It's pretty crazy, but wow, we're on a lose streak. Maybe we should switch things up. Alright. Let's play something neat. Meh 1993. Black Manju. I wanted WC Tag Force game, but nope. Yeah, did they stop making those World Championship games? I love the ones, the 5Ds one. That was really good. Over the Nexus. Is that the last one? 5Ds. So they never had one after 2011. Remember playing a lot of 2010 Reverse of Arcadia. The driving game is actually pretty fun. Not gonna lie. Let's see. 2007, 2008 was pretty fun as well. Meh 1993, yep, and currently the most broken deck uses Cyber Angel Ben 10. So it's like 16 years old and still being used. Wow. Black Manchu, there's a game for current Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. Really? I got some glimpses of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! For Legacy of Duelist, but at a super small glimpse for that matter. I still think I'll pass on that. I was considering picking up Legacy of Duelist, but not a super big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment, so didn't really pick it up. Voidbuster, man, it's been so long since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I stopped it only because it was getting way too fast for my liking. I still enjoy the anime though. Haven't actually followed the anime. I stopped following it during Arc 5. I just forgot about it. So yeah. Anthony, oh yeah, and now we have Duel Links Tech Genius 5D's archetype is funny. Tech and Genius, isn't the psychic archetype? Oh no, that's the future guys. Hyper Liberian, right? That's the 5-star. It's like special summon draw 1. So strong. Back then, so strong. Feels like decks have too many steps to work for Ek. Ek says that, yeah. Feels like a lot of work. Raphael, oh yeah, Arc 5, when they went to the Fusion Dimension, Alexa's support came out, and then when they went to the Synchro Dimension, Jack and Crow got new cards. I watched it until the Jack and Crow stuff. Come on, 50% chance to snipe the starter. Bang! Sevens is doing the Rush duel format, which is a soft reboot, but it feels so too separate. Yeah, I feel like most people still prefer the original, right? Not quite like standard premium and Vanguard, yeah. Kavar, GG man, looks like you had a terrible hand. By the way, I was the Nova player. GG man. Oh man, that was a bit rough. I only had 1 PG. Good game though. You had a really good early push. And sealed the game with the ethics reverse. I wanted to push damage before you got to ethics and got to break ride, but yeah, good game. Heck, Vanguard's reboots mostly keep the same gameplay with a new gimmick. I don't like you know. I mean, with G, soft reboot. Is it a reboot? I don't know. Extension. You have strides, and then with V, you have gift markers. With overdress, you have over triggers, I guess. Anthony, and Sevens is not stupidly broken as V series. Not familiar with 7, so I can't comment on that. Black Manju Legacy is a good game, but there's no story, so meh. I thought you could play through the stories of all the generations, which was really enticing. Meh. 1993, true. Synchro summon draw 1. Yep, so good. Cardfight, hey, how's it going, Cardfight? Anthony, Tech Genius is basically TG Librarian draw 1, and that's a staple card in so many decks that was restricted, so when Duel Links just don't release that card right now. I see. Yeah, like, it's the best 5-star, right? I mean, back then, I know a lot of my friends played like stuff like what's the OTK with Yusei's dragon, Shooting Quasar OTK, and I just play I play Evil Swarm instead and just go like, can't do shit now. So, oh no, this is not an Eradicator. Oh, feels bad. I was gonna say one thing to consider is that Pale generally plays the old PG, so you can actually crit deny them at 3. But then I forgot Phoenix isn't a Eradicator, which is another reason why Vowing Reverse is not the greatest deck of all time. Definitely far from it. And Alright, let's just end this. End my misery. I don't know, man. Fam, I'm tilting. What do we do? Help me out here. What do we do? Fever, the last play with the Great Researcher before I activated it was like, crap, I don't have the cards to discard to reverse, and I was like, ooh, the Great Researcher! Very good. Yeah, I mean, you kind of didn't do so well with your draws as well. You had 2 of those 10+4s stuck in your hand. So you did what you had to do, and you won. Yeah, the story mode is really limited though. You just get a static cutscene retelling the anime story, super abridged. You get the option of using custom decks to replicate the anime duel. Really? Meh, they released TG Halberd Cannon and he's so hard to summon. Who is Halberd Cannon? I recognize the name, but who that? $12 stars, 1 synchro, 2 non-synchros. Yeah, a lot of these they need like the low star synchro monsters to do it, right? There was like a 2-star one. Remember? Or something like that, but yeah. But those decks are super unplayable because the anime duels are scripted. Raphael, dude, Evil Storm was so anti-meta. I love them because of that. Nothing above 5 stars that you can you can't special summon anything above 5 stars, and it's just like scoop back then. If you're playing those 8-star dragon thingies that like exceed summon. Cardfight Geek. I'm just trying to find the full art for Adelaide. It's I don't think there is one. I just screenshot the sleeves. Is the best I can do. Deck, if anything, Legacy of Duelist ironically shows off why Yu-Gi-Oh! and anime never did a good job at teaching how the game works. So it's pretty crazy. Black Manager, do you only do clan selections now? No more raid up medals. What do you mean? Do I only roll these, or does Bushiroad or Game Studio have these type of banners? Because me, it just depends on what I want and what I expect based on JP. For Game Studio, everyone's asking on Reddit or Facebook or whatever. Like as I always say. As I always say, well, since set 12, JP has not seen a single SP medal or clan raid up. So take that for what you will. Does that mean Global will not have clan raid ups? Who knows? All I can say is JP didn't see one since set 12. And since then they only had Anniversary where they had the V medals. And then after that, they only had Revival medals. So characters in VG anime tend to misplay, but they do follow the actual rules with the real effects. Sometimes it's part of the plot too, right? Like Aichi misplays, you know, Kamui needs help deck building because he has a bad deck. Well, then you actually feel like it's authentic, right? Not like part of the cards. I'll just generate this card and top deck it. Anthony, in Duel Links, Harbor Cannon is more easy because we have a ability and a TG Guardian earlier. I see. Against golds, they don't have a, they have self-damagers. They don't have anything that retires the back row. so you don't have to worry that much about that. Yeah, let's draw all our heal triggers. I love that. Raphael, I've had this guy to say, don't worry, you'll win no matter what you play, and proceeds to play a Liberian, draw his whole deck, blow his own field with Black Rose. Facepalm, man. Raphael, I can't even suicide even if I just wanted to prove him wrong. What the heck is going on? Oh my god. How can I lose to Easel? This is bad. Can we? Please help me. I don't wanna. Why Noble as draw? Well, I find myself liking keeping the Noble in hand very often. And proccing stuff like the counterblast one retire, like I'm okay with like losing a trigger because of it. And because of that, well, yeah, look at all my overlords, my friend. Come on, draw trigger. Yeah, that's why. I mean, a lot of people play it as a heal because you're returning it, but outside of your turn 1, turn 2, you don't have a chance of returning it. But yeah, just something new I'm testing. Nothing concrete. Anthony, now that I think they're gonna nerf Antinomi's skill, because being able to synchro summon a 12 Delta Axel synchro monster in turn 1, it's so powerful. Don't know what Antinomy is, but Anthony, is Easel still king of Vanguard 0? No. 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 Is the character? Oh, it's the future guy. Yeah, one thing I like about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is when you rank up, right? You get cards, right? Not just like 20 gems or something. You get cards, not just like aesthetic sleeves and stuff. You get cards. Can we do that, Vanguard 0? Can we do that? Please? Prestige, how's it going? Good luck on the climb. It's rough. It's rough. Been busy with life as well. Things aren't really going so well, personally. So even worse of a mood. Like honestly, just between everyone, like sometimes I wonder, like, if I spent the 2 hours a day streaming, or like maybe 5-6 hours a day playing this game, and I did something else, would I get somewhere else in life? Like, would I be somewhere else? And would that, just mean something more? Yeah, I don't know. Perfect. Do you want to ride it? Usually I want to ride Dote, and grade 4s are just worse than grade 3s. They're slower. Yes, but I feel like the meta is really fast. Like sometimes I find myself having to go to grade 4 just in order to actually get a final push like this, and hope our opponent doesn't have a PG. Anthony, they give tickets, and sometimes the tickets have valuable cards, not all the time. Yeah, sounds nice. Prestige, same, held number 3 for a few days, but then when I took a break for a few hours, the guy below overtook me by lots. Might try to overtake him again. Yeah, it's crazy. Anthony Easel is indeed the king of zero. No one can stop my boy. Really big buffs, but yeah. Black Manju, I play Maelstrom plus Glory. Maybe I should go play Maelstrom and Glory. Cardfight Geek, I thought you liked Liberators, Anthony? Dropshipper. Void, so dude, losing your sanity at this point. We've already passed that point. Yeah, I mean, it's not just this game, right? Like, other things is happening in life as well, so yeah. Like, you know, objectively, you know, you're just gonna have to deal with it. But then, like, just when you're at that point, when you're at that spot, and you feel really bad, you can't help yourself from, like, thinking negatively or just feeling bad, right? Like, when your opponent sacks you or, like, hit 6 damage trigger, you're like, damn, they hit 6 damage trigger, this is, like, BS. But then objectively, you're like, if I play 100 games, how often does that happen? It has to happen eventually, so might as well this game, right? But then, doesn't mean you can't be salty about your opponent hitting that 6 damage shield. Except life. So yeah. Oh, Reiji, literally cancer. Pretty crazy. Black Manju, self-damagers plus Maelstrom sniping and drawing just feels really good. Alright, let's play some Maelstroms after this. Perfect kick you, Anthony, you like Easel the best deck, it's Liberators, the tier list show my boy too powerful. Well, back then, before set 15, Easel was still above Libs, right? So. Uh-oh, I'm in danger. Get double or triple 6 damage shield in one turn is what really gets me. Yeah. Yeah. Anthony, I said I like everything. Gold Pals literally introduced the game to me. Yeah, you guys, Hey, how's it going for you, Randy? How's it going? Hope it's going good for you. Anthony chuckles, I'm in danger. Geek, whatever you say, man, whatever you say. Like the SpongeBob meme where he's so tired his brain melts is appropriate here. Yeah. Basically. Alright, let's play something else. Sorry. Why every single time I bring like Aqua Force, I have to play against like Joker? Like 5 out of 5 times. Now it's 6. Yeah, let's draw all our heals. I love that, don't you? Anthony, I want Misaki Vieira sleeves. I need Vieira only for that. Just for Misaki. Cardfight Geek, I think Eric's still best Aqua Force starter. As it gives you the Diamanis, which enables 4th attack. Without 4th attack, the deck doesn't really do much. Definitely very valid. I mean, even like, you know, you could say, oh, you still have Basil or whatever, right? But like, you can't really search that out. So yeah, searching out the 4th attacker, really big, really important. Definitely valuable to have. We're not going anywhere, chat. This isn't working out. I can't even get 4th attack with this. Christ, I suck. I suck at this game. I don't even know why I play this game anymore. Perfect Geek, I think yeah, I'm in. Aqua Force was like my best deck, then Link Joker make me not even think about playing it. Yeah, this is how I feel. Now we lost 20 points. Raphael, but 4th attacks are available from so many different cards. Wheel Assaults, there's even a grid 2 that can change it possible after attacking a rearguard, but it still feels so bad to play it though. Why are they calling the grade 2? Not overdraw? Get some power? This is our only player, right? Anthony, bro, this is so sad. Literally seeing Aquaforce playing against Link Joker is depressing. Yeah. It's really unfun. And worst of all, like, this is probably a noob. Like, why not just, you know, lock the Eric, right? At least the Eric can do something. Feels bad, man. Feels really bad. Just keep drawing into trigger after trigger. Alright, I can quit now, right? Anthony, it's like making a clan impossible to shine because they literally died to another one is unfair, and anyone I say, even Nova Grappler can fight against LJ. I mean, it's still hard though, right? Like, reverse clans, reverse decks inherently just feel terrible against Link Joker, right? Because you're already locking your own units. If you're already locked even more, like for example, if you play Vanguard reverse and your opponent's like Link Joker and they lock like one back row, well, immediately, or like two back row, immediately you have to lock a front row in order to actually do stuff, and it feels terrible. Which is why reverse decks weren't that popular when you have full power Chaos Breaker Dragon, and even now it still doesn't feel good. Black Manju is, LJ is that popular, it is still popular, so. Let's untilt ourselves by sacking a bit. If we sack a bit, maybe I'll feel better. Like, we played like what, 2 hours, and we didn't even rank up one. We ranked up like one legend, and we were stuck for the last like half hour. Feels terrible. Like, I averaged like 2 hours a legend rank, even maybe more than that. I don't know. Anthony, yep, Vaughn reverses like Chuckles, I'm dead. Not even I'm in danger, I'm just dead. Ahmed, it's gonna be more popular when CBD comes out. Yeah, definitely. Anthony, Link Joker becomes an underdog because they see Easel. Yep, Raphael, and then go back down when these scissors come on. Yep. Come on, crit. Opponent heals 3 times, cats still win because numbers are so gigantic. Sounds about right. Big numbers wins games. I mean, why you don't play? It's the easiest deck to rank up this with this patch. Which deck would you be saying? I mean, we've been playing Revengers, we've been playing Novo, and been bricking recently, so. Like, everyone got the Easel core for free, so upgrading to scissors shouldn't be that hard, definitely. Of course we're gonna get those triggers and PGs. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Reiji? I don't have Reiji. Right, I'm a free-to-play player. I wish I could play Reiji. I don't have it. Yeah, Reiji is the best deck to climb with. No question, no question. Oof, the full Garmor curse. Yeah. I guess we might just go back to playing Revengers or something. Alright, Blaster Spirits, please. Just one. No! What is this? Why? Why? Why do you have to do this to me? What did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do? What did I do, everyone? What did I do? What did I do to get this? Look at this deck. Look at this deck. How? Anthony, I actually never used Garmor skill, only used Garmor's Protect skill. I mean, it's a free board, I guess. Not that bad. flexing his bad luck. Well, yeah. It's not like I play. It's not like I'm especially greedy, right? All I do is if it's a grade 3, it's my first right target. I keep it. Everything else I throw away. I keep all my grade 1, grade 2s. It's not like a mulligan greedy. Why does this happen? Elmer, why not stands in golds? It's a meme deck. It's just supposed to make games go fast. So that's the goal. Maybe play perfect riser even. WG Battle Sisters are actually good with the new countercharger from Marsh. Draws up to 8 cards in a turn. Crazy. Countercharger good, right? Countercharger good. Anthony, never play Easel with 9 crits. Play with 4 stands, 5 draws, or 9 draws. But crits is not worthy anymore. And I say as an experienced Easel and Liberator player. I mean, I'm just trying to go for fast games. And even 9 draws, it's not explosive enough right now. 4 stands, 5 draws. I mean, I've played around with back in the actual Easel Dungaree meta. And right now, I still don't think it's explosive enough. You just need to stack, in my opinion. Goodbye, PG. It was nice knowing you. What did I do? Why did I get the heal trigger to my hand? What am I doing? I'm gonna lose to this guy. Anthony, I play golds, paladin seriously, so it's like a crime to me seeing people play with crits. Alright, man. Raphael, depends on how you pace yourself. If I play 9 crits with the reasoning that with draws you're only looking for PGs, but the chances are you draw spirits and grade 3s instead. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know, man. What the fuck is this? I don't know how to play this game anymore. Cardfight Geek, so am I, and I see that as beautiful as everyone is free to do whatever they want in their deck. Yeah, just Elmer, just turn off your brain and pick non-meta deck to rank up. Like, any recommendations? Is that their third heal? Alright, we're gonna end the stream after this. I am, yeah. Not feeling so good. Alright, let's go open some packs. Let's see what we get. Double rare? first copy. Oh, second one, Echo of Nemesis. All right, very cool. So that will be all for today. Hope you all have a good weekend.